Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here as we explore the key parts of cGMP's for pharmaceuticals manufacturing. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a Ph.D. in this field. Today, we'll be discussing what cGMPs are, why they are essential, and the main components involved in ensuring quality and compliance in pharmaceutical production. So, let's get started and dive into this important topic together. Let's talk about current good manufacturing practices, or cGMPs. These standards actually originate from the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, which is a key piece of legislation. Essentially, the FDA sets up specific rules that drug manufacturers need to follow. The main goal here is to make sure that every product produced is safe and effective for consumers. cGMPs cover a wide range of practices and procedures in manufacturing, ensuring quality at every step. They help prevent contamination, mix-ups, and errors that could compromise the drug's safety or effectiveness. By adhering to these practices, manufacturers demonstrate their commitment to producing reliable products. This is critical because it directly impacts patient safety and trust in the medications they rely on. So, in the bigger picture, cGMPs are a vital part of ensuring that the drugs reaching the market are of high quality and meet regulatory standards. They form the backbone of pharmaceutical manufacturing and are essential for maintaining public health. Let's talk about the fundamental concepts of quality assurance principles. First, control is key. Ensuring quality, safety, and effectiveness isn't something we leave to chance. It's something we design into the product from the very beginning. You see, quality can't simply be inspected or tested into a finished product. That's a common misconception. Instead, it has to be built in from the start. Every step of the manufacturing process needs to be carefully controlled. Why? Because controlling each step maximizes the chances that the final product will meet the necessary standards and be acceptable for use. This approach is at the core of cGMPs, or current good manufacturing practices. By following these fundamentals, we're not only maintaining quality, but also ensuring safety and effectiveness throughout the entire process. It's about creating a system where quality is built in, not just checked at the end. Now, let's talk about the benefits of cGMPs. They outline a comprehensive quality system designed to reduce or even prevent errors before they happen. This is crucial because it helps ensure that the products we produce are safe for human use. One of the key aspects is preventing contamination and cross-contamination, which can compromise product safety and efficacy. cGMPs also aim to minimize variations in the potency of the drug. Consistency is vital because it ensures that each dose has the same therapeutic effect, leading to reliable treatment outcomes. This consistency also helps guarantee reproducible physiological activity, meaning the drug will behave the same way in different batches. Another important point is that cGMPs work to prevent side effects and toxicity that could arise from fluctuations in drug content and potency. By maintaining strict controls, we reduce the risk of adverse reactions. Additionally, these standards help prevent mislabeling and adulteration, protecting patients from potential harm and ensuring trust in the products they receive. Overall, cGMPs are fundamental in maintaining high-quality, safe, and effective pharmaceutical products, reinforcing the overarching goal of delivering reliable medicines to those who need them. Let's take a closer look at the key parts of cGMPs. Starting with the organization and personnel subpart, this emphasizes the importance of having qualified staff and clear organizational structures to ensure quality at every step. Next, the buildings and facilities subpart focuses on maintaining a clean, controlled environment to prevent contamination and ensure product integrity. Moving on, the equipment subpart highlights the need for properly designed, maintained, and calibrated equipment to produce consistent, high-quality products. The control of components and drug product containers and closures subpart is about ensuring that raw materials and packaging components meet strict quality standards before they are used. Production and process controls then cover the procedures and controls necessary to produce a product that meets specifications every time. Packaging and labeling control subpart emphasizes accuracy and traceability, reducing the risk of mix-ups or errors in labeling. The holding and distribution subpart ensures that the product remains within the required quality parameters during storage and transportation. Laboratory controls focus on testing and quality verification to confirm that every batch meets safety and efficacy standards. Records and reports subpart underscores the importance of thorough documentation for traceability, accountability, and continuous improvement. Lastly, the returned and salvaged drug product section deals with handling products that are returned or need to be recovered, ensuring they are safe and suitable for future use. Altogether, these key parts form the backbone of cGMP's, establishing a comprehensive framework to safeguard the quality and integrity of pharmaceutical products throughout their life cycle. Now, let's talk about management responsibility. As leaders, we are responsible for the overall facility, ensuring that our quality systems are in place and effective. We also need to maintain a solid organizational structure that supports our goals. It's crucial that we provide adequate resources. This includes everything from facilities and personnel to training and equipment to enable our teams to perform their work properly. We're also accountable for the actions of those reporting to us, which means setting clear expectations and ensuring accountability. Regular review of products, at least annually, helps us catch issues early and confirm that everything still meets our quality standards. Additionally, routinely reviewing our procedures ensures they stay current and effective. When it comes to organization and personnel, this underscores the importance of having the right people in the right roles and making sure they are well trained. Supporting our staff with the necessary resources helps us maintain high standards and consistent quality. Ultimately, strong management and a well-structured organization are at the core of delivering safe, effective, and quality products. Now, let's focus on the responsibilities of the quality unit. Their primary role is to approve or reject a wide range of components and materials used in our production process. This includes raw materials, containers, closures, subassemblies, packaging, and even labeled finished products. They also review process validation reports, procedures, and product specifications to ensure everything meets our quality standards. Additionally, they investigate reports of nonconformances and out-of-specification results, often called OOSs, to determine root causes and appropriate actions. An important part of their work is reviewing production records thoroughly to ensure no errors have occurred during manufacturing. This might include verification activities to double-check critical steps. Another key point is that they have the authority to release products for use only after a careful review. It's crucial to note that the quality unit must be independent of manufacturing. This independence helps maintain objectivity and integrity in the approval process, ensuring that decisions are based solely on quality criteria. All of these responsibilities are vital because they connect directly to our overall goal: delivering safe, effective, and high-quality products to our customers. When designing buildings for our operations, it's crucial to ensure they have the right size and space. This helps prevent mix-ups and supports smooth workflow. Facilities must also be validated to confirm they meet all necessary standards and requirements. A good flow pattern is essential. Think about how personnel, materials, products, and waste move through the space. Ideally, it should flow from clean to dirty areas, minimizing contamination risks. The facility should be easy to clean and sanitize, including surfaces, equipment, exposed cords, floors, and ceilings. Environmental controls, like clean rooms, need to be properly in place to maintain the right conditions. Utilities such as water systems and electrical supplies must also be validated to ensure they function correctly and reliably. It's important to have detailed engineering documents that describe the layout of clean rooms. These are controlled documents that need to be maintained carefully. If any changes are made to the room layout after validation, they must go through formal change control procedures and might require revalidation of the space. And any modifications that could impact ventilation need to be assessed carefully to understand how they might influence microbial levels inside the room. Finally, controlling microorganisms, particulates, and hazardous materials is critical to maintaining a safe and compliant environment. All these elements come together to ensure the integrity of our facilities and the safety of our operations. When selecting equipment for a clean room, it's crucial to consider its intended use and how easy it is to clean. This helps ensure we maintain the required cleanliness standards and prevent contamination. The equipment should be compatible with the environment, making cleaning straightforward and effective. Additionally, where we place the equipment matters a lot. It needs to be positioned in areas with appropriate temperature and humidity levels to ensure optimal performance and to avoid any potential issues that could compromise the environment or the product quality. Another key point is proper qualification of the equipment. This means thoroughly verifying the design, installation, operation, and performance. Proper qualification ensures that the equipment functions as intended and continues to meet all quality and safety standards throughout its life cycle. All these considerations, selection, placement, and qualification, are essential parts of maintaining a controlled, compliant, and efficient clean room environment. They connect directly to our overall goal of ensuring product integrity and patient safety. Let's talk about the importance of controlling our components and materials throughout the supply chain. First, suppliers must be carefully evaluated and approved before we start working with them. It's essential to monitor their performance regularly to ensure they consistently meet our quality standards. This helps us prevent issues down the line and maintains the integrity of our final product. Next, all incoming materials need to be tested before we accept them for use. This step is crucial because it verifies that what we've received meets our specifications and quality requirements. Skipping this step could lead to subpar materials entering our process, which we want to avoid at all costs. Once materials pass inspection, they must be stored or issued according to FIFO, first in, first out, or FEFO, first expired, first out. These stock rotation methods are vital for managing the freshness and usability of our materials, especially when dealing with perishable or time-sensitive items. Additionally, proper storage is key. Materials should be stored in a way that prevents them from being mixed up, damaged, or contaminated. This means organized storage areas, clear labeling, and careful handling to maintain their quality and safety. All these steps, supplier approval, incoming material testing, proper stock rotation, and secure storage, are interconnected. They form the backbone of our control system, ensuring that only high-quality, safe materials are used, which ultimately supports the overall quality and safety of our final product. Having and following procedures is essential for maintaining control and consistency in our work. A good procedure isn't just a vague guideline. It's a written, step-by-step set of instructions that acts like a roadmap. This helps ensure that everyone knows exactly what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Examples of these procedures include work instructions in manufacturing, operating procedures, testing procedures, and our quality manual. It's really important to remember that if there are any deviations from these procedures, they must be recorded and justified. This keeps everything transparent and helps us identify areas for improvement. In terms of production and process control, having clear procedures supports the overall quality and reliability of our work. Following these steps consistently is key to controlling the process and ensuring we meet our standards. So, in essence, having and following well-documented procedures isn't just about compliance. It's about creating a reliable, controlled environment where quality is built into every step of our work. Let's talk about some critical steps to ensure quality and safety in our processes. First, having a second person verify key steps is essential because it helps catch errors that one person might overlook. It's a simple but powerful way to add an extra layer of assurance. Next, line clearance is vital. Before starting a new batch or process, we need to make sure the line is clean and free of contaminants or previous materials. This step prevents cross-contamination and maintains product integrity. Monitoring of processes is another critical point. We must continuously check that everything stays in control, parameters like temperature, humidity, or pressure, so that the process remains consistent and predictable. Time limits and yield calculations also play a big role, especially for critical processes. They help us verify that processes are completed within the right timeframe and that yields meet our quality standards, ensuring efficiency without compromising quality. Lastly, gowning for controlled environments, such as clean rooms, is non-negotiable. Proper gowning protocols help prevent introducing contaminants into the environment, which is crucial for maintaining the cleanliness and integrity of our products. Overall, these procedures are all about building a robust quality system that supports our commitment to safety, compliance, and excellence. Now, let's talk about packaging and labeling control. First, it's essential that labeling is stored separately in a physical space to prevent any mix-ups. This separation helps us maintain clear organization and ensures the right labels go with the right products. Next, the wording on labels must remain consistent. We can't change the wording unless we notify the FDA first. This keeps everything compliant and transparent. Before labels are issued to production, they must be inspected thoroughly. This step is crucial to catch any errors early on. And if we haven't inspected 100% of the labels, we need to reconcile them, meaning we must account for all labels to ensure none are missing or unaccounted for. Labeling control actually starts right at the design phase. A label is more than just a sticker. It's a display of written, printed, or graphic matter on the immediate container of an article. But it also includes other packaging materials, like instructions for use or advertising materials, that are printed and associated with the product. Finally, we need documented procedures for receiving, identifying, storing, handling, sampling, and testing labels. These procedures ensure the integrity of the labels is maintained throughout the entire process, from production to use. Maintaining strict control at each step helps us ensure product safety, quality, and compliance with regulations. Now, let's talk about warehousing procedures. It's really important that these procedures address a few key aspects. First, quarantine of drug products. This means that any new or suspect products should be separated and held aside until they're verified to meet quality standards. It helps prevent unapproved or potentially unsafe products from reaching patients. Next, storage of products under appropriate conditions. Different medicines require specific temperature, humidity, and light conditions to maintain their effectiveness. Proper storage is crucial to ensure that the products remain safe and efficacious throughout their shelf life. Moving on to distribution procedures, there are also essential points to keep in mind. One of the most important is FEFO, or first expiring, first out. This means we prioritize distributing products that are closest to their expiration date, reducing waste and ensuring patients receive the most effective medicines. Another critical aspect is traceability of product lots or batches. Having a reliable system to track each batch allows us to quickly identify and manage any issues, such as recalls or quality concerns. It also supports accountability and transparency throughout the supply chain. Overall, these procedures, both warehousing and distribution, are fundamental to maintaining the integrity, safety, and quality of medicines as they move from storage to the patient. They help us uphold the standards we aim for in pharmaceutical management. When it comes to laboratory controls, establishing written procedures is absolutely essential. These procedures serve as the foundation for consistent and reliable work. It's not enough just to have them. They must be followed precisely to ensure accuracy and compliance. All actions taken during testing need to be documented right at the moment they occur. This means no guessing or relying on memory later. You want a clear, accurate record of what was done and when. Similarly, any calculations performed should also be recorded immediately to maintain transparency and traceability. It's also critical that second persons review these records. This independent review helps catch errors and confirms that everything was done correctly. Direct data entry into the appropriate records is key. This minimizes transcription errors and keeps the data reliable. Validation of equipment, software, and methods is another cornerstone of good laboratory practice. Validating these tools ensures they perform as expected and produce trustworthy results. When an out-of-specification, or OOS, result occurs, it must be thoroughly investigated. Identifying the root cause is vital to understanding what went wrong and preventing future issues. Remember, all laboratory data are considered quality records. They are essential for demonstrating compliance and maintaining product integrity. In summary, these controls and procedures form the backbone of a robust quality system. They help us ensure that our testing is accurate, reproducible, and compliant with regulatory standards. Let's take a closer look at quality records. These are essentially the proof that our procedures were followed correctly and that we can trace the history of our product at every stage. They serve as a record of accountability and compliance. Some key examples include lot history records, which document the details of each batch or lot we produce. Laboratory notebooks are another important record, capturing experimental data and testing results. Protocols and reports provide documented methods and outcomes of various procedures and experiments, ensuring consistency and clarity. Logbooks and distribution records are also vital. They track the movement and handling of products, maintaining transparency throughout the supply chain. And finally, complaint files serve as records of any issues raised, allowing us to investigate and address problems effectively. All these records and reports form a comprehensive trail that supports quality assurance and regulatory compliance, reinforcing the importance of meticulous documentation in our overall quality management system. Records are more than just paperwork. They are legal documents that can be subpoenaed in a court of law as evidence. This means that what we record and maintain can be scrutinized legally, so accuracy and integrity are crucial. When it comes to signatures on documentation, they carry the same weight as on any kind of contract. A signature signifies agreement, approval, and accountability, making it a vital part of the record. It's also important to emphasize that information must be recorded and signed at the time of performance, directly on the original record. Delaying documentation or signing afterwards can compromise the accuracy and validity of the record. This ties into the overall theme of quality records, ensuring that all information is precise, timely, and properly signed. High-quality records support transparency, accountability, and legal defensibility across all aspects of our work. When we consider the business consequences of noncompliance, the costs can be quite significant. For example, recalls can be extremely expensive, not only financially but also in terms of reputation and operational disruption. We also face the risk of losing sales, which directly impacts revenue. Plus, there's the potential for bad publicity, which can damage customer trust and brand loyalty. And most importantly, there could be potential harm to customers, which is something we must always prioritize. On the legal side, noncompliance can lead to serious regulatory actions. We might receive FDA 483s or warning letters, which are formal notices of deficiencies. In some cases, this can escalate to a consent decree, where we're required to make specific changes under legal oversight. If the issues persist, it could result in recalling products, seizing inventory, or even a plant injunction that temporarily halts operations. In the worst cases, noncompliance might lead to company closure or debarment, preventing us from doing business in certain areas. Ultimately, the consequences of not complying with regulations are not just legal or financial. They strike at the core of our reputation and trustworthiness. That's why maintaining compliance is essential, not just for avoiding penalties, but for safeguarding our entire business and the people we serve. For further support, please feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help with any questions or additional assistance you might need after this presentation. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your interest and engagement. Remember, We're always available to support you as you apply these concepts. Thanks again, and have a great day.